Throughout the month, ABC7 is looking into what the Suncoast may look like in 20 years.
Tonight, we examine what a drive to our island beaches could be like by 2037. And as ABC7's Adam Cellini is here to explain, it may not require driving at all. Adam?
Yeah, that's right, guys. We all know that right now there are certain times a year when traffic on the islands can tarnish a relaxing trip to the beach. And in the future, officials hope beachgoers will be able to just leave their cars behind.
Those who live out on the barrier islands will tell you there's a price for paradise.
The biggest problem that we have is our beautiful beaches.
Those beautiful beaches driving valuable tourism, but in turn, more tourists are driving to those beaches.
We know that if we don't do anything, it will be a lot worse in the future than it is today.
The islands of Longboat and Anna Maria don't expect year-round population to increase in the future due to density restrictions already in place. But Sarasota and Bradenton have no restrictions. Thousands of new living units are already on the books. Their future inhabitants likely to add to already congested bridge traffic.
There's going to be more and more people wanting to come to the barrier islands. And if we can't figure out a way to make those routes work better, it's not going to be a very pleasant place to be.
That's why new routes are already being studied and designed. By 2037, both bridges to Anna Maria will be replaced, and the North Bridge will likely be raised to a fixed structure, meaning no more drawbridge delays. Each could also feature a third reversible lane for mass transit.
Although there are no plans for there to be a reversible lane, the bridge is wide enough that in the future it could accommodate that.
Though cars getting to the island's narrow roadways quicker is hardly a solution, Longboat Town Manager Dave Bullock hopes in the future self-driving technology can be.
If the cars made the decisions and talked to each other and fit on the road without worrying about running into the guy in front of them or cutting over here or there, then we eliminate the human problem and maybe we increase the capacity of the roads significantly.
But since that may be more wishful thinking, Bullock and other island leaders are working to get people out of their cars, with plans for a continuous bike lane and sidewalk from Longboat through Anna Maria.
The AMI Sun Trail uses the existing right-of-ways to make it feasible and to do the best we can with the two-lane road highway that we have.
Another travel option experts hope will be widely popular in 20 years will involve people trading their car keys for a life jacket so we can start utilizing the waterways that already connect most of these island cities.
Sherman Baldwin is one of the men leading the push for water taxis.
Whether it's 5 months, 5 years, 5 decades, a substantial amount of people are going to get around this area, Southwest Florida, via water transportation. It's inevitable.
An Urban Land Institute study found that 40% of the island's workforce commute from the mainland. That's who Baldwin's Aqua Shuttle concept will target first. 3 boats, over 100 passengers each, running 24/7 routes from Bradenton to St. Armands, with stops everywhere in between. Bradenton Beach's day dock will soon be ready to accommodate ferry passengers.
Other cities around here are not yet equipped. Bradenton Beach is ahead of the game, and I commend them for thinking forward that way.
And forward thinking must trickle down to the locals as well, because if the cars and roads don't change, human nature must.
We can't keep doing things the way we've been doing them, where everybody's driving around in their own one person per car and not expect there to be major congestion in the future. We're going to have to change the way we think about getting around.
And we could see water taxis as early as the next 2 years. That's the goal Captain Baldwin has set to launch a pilot program off of the Bradenton Beach Pier.